Okay, no issue, ma'am. I will edit, no problem, by the way. So, hi, ma'am. Good evening. How are you?
Yes, good evening, sir. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. You tell me, how are you doing? How has your day been so far?
Yes, my day has been good so far, and I'm doing well, by the way. Thank you for asking. And while having session with you, I am full of beans. And to the help of this session, I'm going to learn something special. I'm all about for this session.
Okay.
So, ma'am, as we are meeting the very first time, so will you describe something about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So this is Pinky Advanshi, and I'm connecting with you from Punjab. Talking about my academic background, I'm postgraduated in Hindi literature, and besides, I'm running a YouTube channel by the name of English Bubble, where I upload English conversation videos related to English only. Moreover, I really love to interact with people like you who are from different domain, different place. So this is little about me in nutshell. Thank you
Sounds
so much.
something sound like some sounds suspicious. You are from Hindi background, okay? You have some your graduation in Hindi. I mean Hindi. But what about the English? Like, could you tell me any story? Of course, I want to tell something about myself, but I want to ask one question. Like, how did you change yourself Hindi to English, and what was the reason behind? Then I will tell you something about myself.
I didn't have any particular reason. I thought, okay, let me give it a shot, and I did it, and it turned out very well. I just wanted to utilize my time in a productive way when I started my journey. And ever since I have embarked on this journey, I am just delighted. I'm every day evolving.
Sounds good. It means you are updating yourself according to the time. For example,
Um,
if a person who does not update himself according to the time, so at the last, he has to face a lot of problems. Yeah, I can say in my point of view, the same thing I'm also trying to do nowadays. And as you know, ma'am, my name is Pravesh and I come from Madhya Pradesh. And currently I'm working on my communication skills and I'm trying to be assertive in this language. And every single session, I try to get something new. Right now, I'm having session with you. It's my pleasure. You gave me this wonderful opportunity. Apart of that, if I talk about my education qualification, so I'm from computer science field. I have done master in computer science. And the main motto that I can say, like everybody run behind for the money, so I'm also one of them. But there's something special. I want to make my specific identity to the help of this language. It will happen, and some more thing that I will do in my future. How? Just because like the experience of the people, and if I learn something from my mistakes, at the last I will have something different, something special. So it's pretty about me. Now we are
mhm,
going to the section, like the question that we
mhm.
are going to ask. Yeah, it's pretty about me.
Okay.
So man, we now ball in your court. If do you want to ask anything, then of course you can go ahead.
I don't have any question actually. I had a session, two session. Unfortunately, I couldn't make any of them. They were busy, and I said, "Oh, it's okay." So this time, most of the time, I don't prefer to take any session. But like you, as you are saying, you were busy and you just came abruptly to have session with me because you having a lot of things in your plate, right? Similarly,
Mm.
I have some situation like you, and I thought, okay, let me utilize my time in a productive way. When I conduct any session, I feel okay, I have done something productive throughout the day. Therefore, in order to make my day productive, to say myself, okay, I have done something. Therefore, I requested you to join me, and I'm really grateful to you. You joined me in a very short note.
Wow. Now, at the last, you will say to yourself, now call it a day. And one more question that I want to ask, ma'am. I watched your couple of videos. So yes, I can say, to be honest, you are doing really good in a productive way. The things that you have done, many people, many women had desire to do, that kinds of things. But you nailed it. You have already done. And something, the things that are remaining, you are trying to achieve because learning process is ultimate. As you know, as I know, everybody knows that learning process is ultimate. But the thing that you have done, a person, a lady who wants to start from the beginning, you can become like, like a motivation for them. When I
Mm-hmm.
watch you, the movement has ameliorated my motivation because I'm a person who always run behind for the, perfection, like for the something new. Like there's a, like I'm a question seeker. I want to ask more and more because there's something that is pushing me how to work on the right way, like my learning attitude and my point of view, if I say. So you know how it is happening just because you people and some more people, because whenever I saw like you people and some more people who are doing great in their life, then I get many pieces of advice, many pieces of life experience. Now what I need to do, how to take a rigorous step in a right way according to the time, how to update ourselves. Just it is happening just because you people. That is why like I feel very motivated now. I got this wonderful opportunity having session with you. And at the last, I
Mm-hmm.
must say, ma'am, make my word. I will have something special. And I will also say, now call it a day.
Okay, I just say like you are a very thoughtful, very humble person, therefore you are praising incessantly, though we are, it's a general truth, what I believe that we are helping each other to motivate each other. We try to show up wholeheartedly every day, and this type of spark motivates other also. Okay, in this way we are motivating others. Okay, he is doing or she is doing a lot of things despite busy schedule, and I have to do it. So I think we should give credit to each other. I also want to give you credit, like you are motivating others. I may not have seen your videos so far, but if the way you are speaking, it seems you are a itself himself motivational person who seek always positivity and spread positivity.
Yeah, there's only one thing that I can say I'm following, learning attitude. It's always pushed me how to work on the right way. And I have seen many armchair critics in my life, like who doesn't have any kind of specific knowledge, any particular knowledge, but they always give pieces of like obvious advices, like you are not doing this, it does not benefit to you, like it's not good. Okay, but I avoid them. I just focus like a person who has really done something in their life, not like bookish knowledge, not like I can say something that is not productive even we have to tolerate. I just believe on like sacrifice and the thing that successful people have done in their life and their failure. So I try to learn something from that kinds of particular people, not like an armchair critic, because he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have idea then how he guide anybody. So it's like I can say like good for nothing in my point of view. And
Right.
one, yeah. I
Yeah,
have one
sorry,
question.
go on.
Mhm. Ma'am, like
Go on,
whenever
please.
you have a session with anybody, how do you take like as a burden, as a opportunity? Now I'm going to learn something special, and whenever anything sounds unique, how do you manage over there yourself?
Could you break it down, please?
Okay, I ask two questions. The first question is that whenever you have session with anybody, okay, how do you take it as a burden, as a golden opportunity? And the second question was like whenever anything sounds unique, I mean in the English language, how do you manage over there yourself? Like you try to pretend you know that, and you try to be a good learner over there. Okay, actually I don't know. Could you tell me what does the means of that? So these were two questions that I asked you. I hope now you got it.
Yes, yes, I got it. So your first answer is you asked me how I perceive sessions. I consider like it's a opportunity. I learn from every session because it's not like that someone is superior to you or inferior to you. Ultimately, you are going to learn a lot of things from the session. Okay, how to ask questions and how to sound confident, how to deal with person, because asking question is itself art. You, I think you must know if you stumble upon any person who is an introvert person, they are struggling a lot while asking question, while answering. They hardly speak, you know. So that is there. And coming to back to your second question, if answer, if I don't know anything, then I would say like if something is really unique and really effective, there and then I would love to ask from that person. Or else, what I do, I just write it down, and later on, once the session wrap up, I would find it out. Like, what does it mean? How I can make it? How I can use it. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's there.
If
I
anything
do it.
sounds to me unique, then I also write down because I'm a learner. I'm not a perfect, by the way, and I do not consider myself as a perfect. If I
Mm-hmm.
consider, then I become sluggish, and once I become sluggish, it means I'm good for nothing. So the
Mm-hmm.
learning attitude should be continued. And ma'am,
Hmm.
one more question that yeah, do you have any kinds of question that you want to ask? Otherwise,
No, I just wanted to say I always been a learner. I consider life is full of learnings. Okay, it's not about English. It's not about academic side. It's about life, how you can talk, how to deal with your predicaments. So it's all about learning and how you take these things in your life in a positive or negative way. That shows really who you are in those situations.
yeah,
Yeah, you were
absolutely right.
saying.
First of all, I really appreciate your mindset, your gratitude, and like the things that you have achieved right now. You know how it is happening, man, because you have done something in your past. That is why right now your thoughts are conspicuous. I can easily observe the way that you are articulating your thoughts and the way that you are emphasizing your message. This is really perfect and sounds unique. Definitely, it's like showing you as a confident person. How it is happening just because you did something in your past. That is why it is happening. And now
Hmm.
I have a question seeker, so that is why the question, that are coming spontaneously in my mind. So the question is that, ma'am, like, is there still anything that are preventing you from growing? You are repeating the same thing frequently, but you are not aware of. Still, is there any kinds of things that are preventing you from growing in this language and anything, yeah, in your life as well? By the way, in this language.
I don't think so. Is there anything? Because whatever I have to do it, I'm doing it. I have a unwavering determination, okay, within. And second thing, I just want to grow. I didn't mention I am teaching also. I'm helping some of English learners. Um, I'm getting a lot of chance to teach. However, I'm unable to teach them. Like they are most probably, I get students sometime in the afternoon, ma'am, I want to learn from you. In the afternoon, I have time because we are working professional and all. In this way, I am unable to do it because I most of the time I ended up like turning them down by because I'm a homemaker. I have to take care of my kitchen. Okay, I'm a home manager. So the thing is that somehow the other way it is holding me back. But I do believe that time is uncertain. You are uncertain. You never know what is going to happen down the line. Therefore, I'm just trying to do my best. Whatever I can do, I have been doing it wholeheartedly, rigorously, and I hope I will evolve, being a teacher, being a English learner. I'm doing my best. You won't believe, like one, even 2 minutes, I don't take a sigh of relief because of this language. Okay, and as you told me initially, money is motivating you. Yeah, in my case also money is a great motivator. Why? Because when I started my English teaching journey, at that time I was going through some hardships related to financial, and therefore in
Hmm.
order to come out of that problem I started teaching, and now it is motivating me. Money is motivating me more or less. I'm learning a lot. I'm getting a lot of experience. People are respecting me. What else we are expecting from the life, right? So I'm enjoying the process wholeheartedly. I just want to do it. I just want to do it and continue it further. So let's see how it will turn out.
Wow, it means you seem very meticulous about this language. And if I say money, yeah, nowadays money become obligation. Reluctantly, we have to earn, for what? For our future sake, for our good treatment. Like parents, they want good treatment. They want the things that
Mm-hmm.
they want our children, parents, anybody. So without
Mm-hmm.
checking the price, we should have the quality to buy something for them. Okay, how we can
Mm-hmm.
protect them by the money. Okay, so yeah, that's become obligation. And first of all, I mean, in the starting, you have mentioned something about the student. I mean, if I talk about students, so there's a one misconception, about about this language, some paranoia. For example, many students they are like ambivalent about this language. They know how to speak, they know each and everything, but when it comes to take action, the very time they become sluggish because they are running behind for the perfection from the day first. I mean, from the initial stage. How they become ambivalent? Because everything is mixed up. Like our mind is like we can say brainwash. Now, right now we can say whenever anybody wants to start. So now, according to your life experience, how many things you did in your past, the data that you have collected in your mind, could you give some pieces of advice for them how they can rectify, how they can get rid of from their ambivalence, I mean misconception about this language. This is the first question, and the second question is that what are the misconception about this language that mostly students they have? Two questions.
Okay, two question. You are making me ambivalent right now. Okay, so the thing is that a misconception about students. So they are thinking um, people are very intelligent who can speak in English, and whosoever beginner, they are um, looking forward using advanced vocabulary, fancy words, right? They have misconception if they use such vocabulary and fancy word, they would sound advanced speaker. No, it's a myth. At least you should be good at basic English, and later on you can one by one you can pick other aspects of English. Okay. And first question, what was your first question? I'm so sorry,
Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. It's used to happen many times. I also forward. Whenever this is the like common, like it's my bad habit. Whenever I try to speak anything, I don't know like the things that I'm going to ask. It is in a right way or not. Like the proper message that I want to convey. Sometimes I also forward the question that I asked to you. Okay, now I try to remember. Actually, I asked two questions. Something about in the favor of student, and one was the misconception about this language. So the first question, the second question you have completed. Now it's the turn for first question. How? Okay, give some pieces of advice for the student who wants to start from the beginning. What they should do from the
Okay. Okay, so they need to be first, they need clarity, okay, what they want to, whether they want to improve early or like as soon as possible, or they want to enjoy the process and just they have a lot of downtime, okay, in their life. So first they need to clear this thing. If they have a downtime a lot throughout the life, they can learn and they would get to go or they would enjoy the process, then they can do just start figuring out things in English on their own, okay? It will consume a lot of time, but if you don't want to invest money or spend money, or if you don't want to take help from anybody, just go for it. Explore things. Start from thinking. Start from speaking. Speaking on audio call. Start introducing yourself. Start describing things, your surrounding. This would be a first step of beginners. Okay. And
Hmm.
second thing, I forgot again. I'm so sorry.
No problem, by the way. By the way, yes, you have mentioned right things. I totally resonate with you, your point. And one more thing, actually, as you have mentioned from the starting, ma'am, we don't have much time. And now my mobile also preventing me, from recording, like such a long time because there's a 2% battery. So now I have to,
Mhm.
convey our message in a nutshell. So one more question that I want to ask, ma'am. Uh,
Mhm.
Actually, whenever you have session with
Actually,
any kind of thing,
mhm.
something,
Actually,
ma'am.
ever since we started talking to each other, it seems I'm getting two voice, and therefore I'm unable to understand you. I have to pay extra efforts to hear you properly,
Okay.
but it's okay. We came to end the session.
I
I
Yeah, I
meant,
think my fan is making noise, so that is why it is happening right now.
no, there is a background noise. I think your voice is echoing. Please go on. You can
Hmm.
ask.
Okay, okay. Now is everything fine? Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you, but still there is a sound. It's okay.
Okay, I have the solution. Whenever I say anything, so kindly unmute your mic. I mean mute your mic. Then the problem will be solved. Okay.
We already came to end the session. It's okay, no problem. I can manage
I
for
have
a
just
couple
one
of
question, ma'am.
minutes.
Just one question. Okay, okay. Whenever, not one question, I have two questions. So the first question is that whenever you have session with any random people, so what do you expect from people? Like they should ask that kinds of question, they should ask that kinds of question. Is there any kinds of things going on in your mind whenever you have session with any random people? Like do you expect anything from the others? They should ask that kind of more question, they should ask that. So like have you ever felt like that? According to your expectation, people should ask me any kinds of questions. So, like, yeah, could you describe something in a nutshell?
Okay. Okay, sure, sure, sure. So from my end is I just want to say like whenever I have session from somebody, I just make sure like that person I make that person comfortable or that person if he questions me, I feel like conversation is going from both hand. Otherwise, it's a one-side conversation, and I believe like it takes two to tango, right? If you want to do anything, both side efforts required, right? So if someone is asking question, it gives you a sense of realization that person is equally participating in your conversation and he is engaging in your conversation. So that's the thing I expect from that person, and I don't seek for perfection. Okay, nobody is perfect in this language. We tend to make mistake. They can make mistake. They can be beginner. They can be an intermediate. But I just want people should speak. Okay, a little chatterbox. I like to talk with chatterbox.
Wow, that's good. You sound really meticulous about this language, by the way. And as you have mentioned, we don't have much time. So, at the last, I must say, ma'am, like I really got a lot of things with the help of you, and it was really an ineffable session for me that I'm not gonna forget shortly. And next time, whenever we have session, definitely we will talk about any particular topic and try to reduce our mistakes. I'm also not perfect. I can say there are so many things that are remaining that I want to include into myself. You know how it will happen just
Hmm.
because you people and just if I do something by myself. So yeah, it was
Hmm.
really pretty an amazing session that I do not forget totally. And at the last, I can say I nailed it. No, sorry, you nailed it, ma'am. The thing that you described, and I got a lot of pieces of advice from you. I'm not taking this as a motivation. I'm taking this as a life experience.
The feeling is mutual. I enjoyed session with you. Soon I will invite you on my channel. Okay then. Take care.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your important time.
Take care.